All right, we may break the internet. I can promise you that we will have fun. So I've called today's video From Chaos to Clarity. These are tools that every entrepreneur needs to simplify and scale. I've been having a lot of conversations this week, and I know I'm not alone. So I want to know if you are feeling buried in busy work and chaos, because I know for a fact you're not alone and you don't have to stay there. Today, my special guest, Carla Gardiner, we are going to dive into the must have tools and the time saving resources that everyday entrepreneur needs to reclaim your schedule, reduce your stress, and to actually start seeing results. So if you're like me and you're juggling the family life, I mean, wow, we had my dad with COVID, my daughter with basketball practice, me with 8 Zooms, Rich had to clean out the Airbnb today. Maybe you're like Carla, growing your business solo, or you're just trying to keep all of the plates spinning. This conversation is going to give you the practical solutions that you have been waiting for. And there she is. What's up, lady?
Hey, I have been busy learning, growing, messaging, doing all the things that everybody does, right?
I love it. I love it. King Boy is joining us from YouTube saying hi. So, hey to you. Listen, Carla, I'm going to dive into the juicy things because we're not here for surface talk today.
Yep.
I want to know, why do you give a crap about the everyday entrepreneur? I mean, usually there's something that chisels and molds and forms us to a certain segment of the marketplace. And you've chosen those everyday entrepreneurs. I'm one, you're one. Why us?
Because we're the people who have tried it all,
Mm.
who have hired coaches and fell flat on our face, who, for whatever reason, there's a spark of something somewhere deep down inside that we don't quit. We're in it for the long haul. We're going to show everyone else, come heck or high water, we're going to make it. And those are the ones who just need a little help with guidance. They don't need hand holding.
Mm.
They just need to be directed the right way to go and then let them fly.
Man, oh my gosh. Do you feel that? I mean, let me know in the comment because I'm like, oh, girl, I'm already tingly. Let's go. We're stubborn. We're stubborn enough to not quit. Why do you think that is? What's on the other side of this rainbow for us?
I think it's a combination of things for me. It's the satisfaction of knowing I did it. I did it in spite of the naysayers. I did it in spite of family saying, why don't you just give up and be happy and retire? Because I'm not done yet.
That's
And I think I spoke with two other ladies today. They're either about my age, maybe a year or two younger or older, and they have that same burning in their belly. And I was celebrating because it's like, I found you, and now you can hold on to hope too.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Like, we want to do this in spite of the naysayers and in spite of, and we want to see, the fruits of our labor come to fruition. So why don't we just get a hobby? Why do we have to do all this?
Well, I know that you are not old enough to be on Social Security yet, but there is a whole generation who are. And if you've ever tried to pay the monthly bills eat the golden dozen eggs at the prices that they are today. I mean, that was one of my staple foods, and I had to cut it back for a while
Mm.
because, you know, you either pay the light bill or you buy the $12 dozen eggs. We need extra income, is my point. And I don't want to be a Walmart greeter. Not that there's anything wrong with it. But for 20 years, I've been at home working my own brick and mortar business.
Mm.
There, even though I work long hours, they're on my terms.
Yeah.
I don't want to be tied to someone else's time clock anymore. When I want to watch the grandkids fiddle, I go. Turn off the phones. I can call customers back later. And I know there's a lot of other people like me. And even like you, your daughter's playing, you're just starting with your daughter in basketball.
Yes.
My kids played every sport year round. We had no break. And I did it tied to a job. And I almost killed myself because I would take off vacation time, but I wasn't getting home till 3 in the morning on the traveling league. And I'd get up at 6 and go to work.
Wow.
That is not fun. And so it's a lifestyle.
Ah, okay, Austin on YouTube. I want you, anyone who's watching, put a yes in the comments if you totally are getting what Carla is throwing down. We want more, right? We don't have to settle. We want that time freedom, the flexibility, the location freedom, the ability to have choice in our own life. And I love how you do that, not only through affiliate marketing, which I think is a fabulous leveraged way to build and to open up that stream of income, but you've got a ton of resources that even I come to you for. And I'm always like, okay, what's that? Okay, what's that? It's always like you're in the magician's store playing with all the trinkets and seeing what's going to work and what's not going to work. And you always have like the cutting edge thing. And I wasn't kidding when I started this live. It's like, just save time to reduce your stress, to see results, and to not take an iron and iron yourself out. I'm done because I've been at this all day, 18 hours a day. We don't have to. But I will say, Carla, even in the last few months, let alone years, the digital space has changed so much. Would you agree with that?
Yes. Yes. It seems like, and I'm not sure where the shift came from, but it's like there are bells and whistles and gadgets and this and that coming at us from all angles. And how do you weed through it?
Yeah.
I mean, I got caught in the muck in the middle and had to work my way out of it and push some things away and pull some things closer as I figured out what wasn't a good fit for me, because we aren't all the same.
Yeah. So how do you make that distinction or determine what thing belongs and what thing goes?
The human conscience is an amazing thing.
It is.
And if you tune into it and you pay attention to that feeling you get in your gut, you'll know. If you, this is how I teach the grandkids. This is silly, but it works. So there are so many shiny objects out there. In order for me to not get magically drawn off, I put on sunglasses, stop the glare, put away the glitter, and get to the meat of it. And if it doesn't sit right with you, exit stage left fast.
Fast. I love that. Austin on YouTube is throwing you all kinds of love and hearts like, yes, yes, and yes. Gut instinct is everything when we lean in and listen,
Yep.
right? So I kind of want to pry a little bit because you've got your pulse on things. You're very, very active in the digital space. You're very active in the affiliate marketing industry. You have one of the funnest blogs I've ever read in my entire life. So I wish you gave me your blog link, but Carla did bring a gift for you today. So if you choose to grab that gift, you'll hear more from her. And I promise you, she has one of the most entertaining and educational blogs you'll ever see. It's just like, I could just drink coffee and read your blog all day long. It's that good. But let's get real. And I'd love from your perspective, what is one of, I know there's a lot, but what's one of the biggest challenges in the online space today?
Well, I think the biggest challenge is that everything is digital, and there is a huge part of the population who are really intimidated by learning new things. Like, I get entertained by watching the younger generation's reels. And then I think, oh, if they only knew. Like, there's a commercial where this kid asks, do you have a dime so I can make a phone call to mom and let her know I'm safe? Kids today wouldn't have a clue what that means, a payphone, because they grew up on cell phones. Well, if you flip that script and take that huge population that grew up on the dimes and the payphone, now they're having to learn cell phones, and they're very intimidated.
Yeah.
Very intimidated. But the thing is, it's not rocket science. If you can read and follow instructions, you can learn it.
Yes.
You just have to have a desire to grow and to learn and to not be afraid of someone younger than you teaching you.
Your phone's ringing. Do you have to get that? Is that a call from your business?
They're fine. How did you hear? I have it turned off. It's on.
I can hear the vibration. I've worked with Carla long enough that sometimes she'd be like looking at her phone like, I really need to get this, but I can't interrupt her. And I'm like, you got to get that? Yes, hold on. I can be entertained while she's telling this driver what to do and how to do it. So listen, like I said, one of the things that I love is that age or not, like, you are just a human who's willing to put in the work and willing to, like I said, tinker and play and really discover, like, hey, this thing, yes, 2 thumbs up. It's effective when it comes to the everyday entrepreneur and getting your life back. Or your gut intuition and your gut instinct is like, hey, we got to dump this thing. So you have some fast track tools that actually work. They're tried, they're tested, they are time-saving tools, and you've put them together in a guide. So I want to go ahead and give that link to our viewers. And I'd love to know, first of all, what was the desire in your heart to put this together for other people? Because you could have kept them a secret and just done you, right? Let's be real.
So it goes back to thinking back. When I first got started, I thought, I have nothing to offer. Who am I? I'm just an everyday entrepreneur. I don't have a degree behind my name. I don't have huge financial success. I don't have a huge following. What can I offer? Then I started thinking back about my journey and what I wish I would have had when I got started. And it's like, I love checklists. I love starting at the beginning and going, okay, let's put the foundation together. What does that look like?
Yeah.
Because I'm really guilty of wanting to jump forward 900 steps before I take step one. And I know other people won't admit it, but they're the same
You got
way.
a camera hidden in my office. You and my husband are up to something. I know it.
So that's why I put it together. It's like if I had had this, it would have saved me a ton of time. Like I'm talking 5 years.
Mm,
It would have saved me thousands of dollars. And I probably would have been a lot more successful in reaching and helping other people faster.
yeah. I love that. I love that you have a heart to do that because, like I said, when we stumble across these hidden gems, we could very easily stay quiet, keep them to ourselves, and just do our thing. And your heart is so much bigger than that. And you're like, hey, if I can win, I want to reach down and help other people win. And that goes back to, fulfillment and why we got into this business anyway.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about this guide? I stopped the scroll so that anyone here, there's the link right there. You can visit that. Is there a cost to this guide or is it free?
Nope, it's free.
Okay.
All that it requires is your name and email address.
Okay.
And be sure that when you enter that, you check your email because I'm going to ask you to confirm that you really do want it. And sometimes that email goes into the spam folder.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What's my favorite? Oh, man. So everyone needs the same tools to build the foundation, just like carpenters do to build a home for its foundation. But then you get the foundation built, and then what? Where do I go from here? And so one of the tools I put in there was how to start building your own email list. And can I confess something?
Oh, please do.
So 15 years ago, I had a coach who I helped us build our blog and said that we needed to send emails and build an email list. But that was it. She didn't say what, where, how. What do I email them? I didn't have a clue. And it took these 15 years to figure out, oh, you mean I can't sell them something in every email? Why aren't they buying? And it
Yeah.
was like, so I wish someone would have told me that back then.
So important.
Yes. And so this is a way, it doesn't teach them how to email their list. That comes second. After it's step one is to build it.
Yeah.
So that they can start getting to know you so that they then like or don't. Not everybody likes me. I'm a bit much and I get pretty snarky.
That's one of my favorite things about you.
You can't take life so serious all the time.
It's exhausting when you do.
Yeah. Yeah. And because I'm an ex-banker and I'm now in transport, so I work with truck drivers, I get enough serious.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not fun. And so being able to be snarky while still telling a story or sharing a point, it's just fun to me. And I can And I laugh at myself. So
That's awesome. You have to. I mean, life's too short. We know
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And if business is boring, who's going to want to be a part of this? I mean, come on.
no. But
Awesome.
there are people who have told me, would you just cut to the chase and get to the point? And so then I have to put on this face and get to the point.
Why? Are they really your people at that point? Oh, that's what I'd like
Well,
to.
but you know what? I'll tell you something that I learned about me, and I'm excited that I learned it, is that I've learned to mirror people.
Mm.
And so if they want to be all business, I'll be all business. And then I'll go tell a snarky story to my husband about being all business. Because when I'm helping someone, it's not about me.
Yeah.
So,
I love that. I love that. So listen, this is your opportunity to grab snarky Carla or serious Carla. You get to decide her resource guide. And she's made this available to you at no cost whatsoever. And like I said, that's one of my favorite things is you could have just kept this to yourself and kept plugging away and been successful in what you're doing, but you chose not to. And you're opening this up to as many people who are like, hey, I want to reduce my stress. I want to get my time back. I want to bring fun into my business. And I really want to be successful doing those things. I know you. I work very closely with you. I know your heart. I know your results. And I know how you're helping these people. So Austin says, yes, 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 and yes. Thank you for that. It's been a pleasure having you here and just kind of letting our hair down and really real talk, just talking about this. So
yeah.
grab your guide. You will be very glad that you did. I've peeked inside of this guide and it is good. It's summertime. We don't have time to waste. Grab the guide, get to work, and you'll be happy that you shaved some time off of the busy, what'd you call it? Yucky work or something like that. You know, the stuffy, "Bleh, we've got to show up and do robotic work today." No, we're going to do some fun, sassy stuff. And just for ha-has, do you know off the top of your head, like what's your blog? Is it carlajgardner.com?
Yes.
You guys have to check this out. Just go. Download this thing first. Those are your action steps. And then you've got to check out her blog. It is fun. It's fantastic. It's amazing. But you're not allowed to go there until you grab the tools right here. So, Carla, we got to have you back out again. This was so fun. Is there anything you want to leave our viewers with today?
Well, seriously,
You can't even do that.
not. But honestly, I would like to thank you because I know how busy everyone is. Time is precious, and I appreciate you taking the time to come check out what Kim and I had to say
Yes.
and giggle with us. What the heck? And
I love it. I feel like it's a Friday with you and it's only Tuesday. So thank you for that.
you're welcome.
All right. Bye for now.